Alright, what's up? This is Dave, and I'm doing my introspective gaming stream. Which camera am I looking at? I guess this one. So, the idea about these are to play Rainbow Six Siege and try to understand its mechanics better, so I can muster up the confidence to actually play this game like with real people online. Right now I kind of suck at it. So, just trying to get over all that sort of stuff. But today, instead of actually playing the third training mission, I've played the first two, the Hereford base and the hostage extraction in the Rainbow Six situations, which the two previous streams I've covered. What I'm going to look at now are just look at the videos that I posted and just see if I can see anything after the fact that I've noticed myself doing that I can maybe make a tune up myself to see if I can make some changes. So let me switch over to this screen here. And here in the videos, there's these two. So we'll just watch, kind of flip through this one and see what that looks like. What's up, this is Dave. I'm doing a PC gaming training session. Let's skip through all this stuff. Skip. You want to be part of? Skip. And play with your friends against. Just kind of talking about the game. So we're doing. So, but let's just see what happens with this. I'm a little. That one. So this might not be particularly. It might not look particularly. I think we started at normal. Let's just watch. I'll turn off the sound on this one. Okay. So there I am, just seeing if I'm dialing in my mouse cursor correctly. It's kind of interesting. Like there's the feature on the right. Commentary cam. So I'm watching myself move. Let me pause this for a second and switch to headphones. I'm going to re-enable the sound on this so I can hear it. But I'm going to disable the microphone on desktop audio so it doesn't play through. It's part of the analysis system here. Okay, so now I should be able to hear what I'm doing. 8 enemies remaining. Oops, I accidentally did a read. So what I'm listening for is just sounds. So I'm looking at the way I'm moving. Am I really pointing and aiming well? Moving the right direction, that worked pretty well. It's too bad the frame rate's so low. This is when I was trying to record 720p 60. There he kind of lucked out. It's much smoother on my screen. So I was lined up on that. I knew where I was going to go. Oh, flashbang. I'm not... Oh, that's not bad. I'm a little bit too close to the door frame there. Oops. And it wasn't so bad. I mean, like, I also knew exactly where they were coming from, which is not exactly fair. Let's go for it a little bit more. Looking, turns are fairly smooth. Like, I'm noticing. Oh, I saw the flash happening there. There, I'm kind of. This is more interesting. This must be a harder level. I'm seeing the sound get out of sync too. How come I like? This should have killed me. Damn it, cat. My aiming is generally okay. But I'm noticing on like broad turns. It's kind of hard to tell with this terrible frame rate. It's okay, this is at the hard setting now. No, I thought I turned down this audio. There we go. Yeah, okay, sorry. I was talking over myself, so it probably didn't make any sense. Let's see how this looks. This audio is quite out of sync. So you see how that turned there? I use 2 mouse movements instead of 1 fluid mouse movement. So I think I want to become more aware of how smoothly, or when I'm picking up and dropping the mouse. Let's move forward a little bit more. Here's another one. Got that guy. See there, it's like, let's stop and go back to that one. I'm gonna turn the audio back up and just listen. So what I'm listening for is like the slap of the mouse. So there's 2 sweeps there. That didn't need to be 2. That was fairly smooth, so I'm not doing it all the time. See how this works. Let's go for it again. Let's try this.
Not moving at all.
I think.
And your ability to
Let's do this.
eliminate all
This is much more difficult. This is realistic mode, I think. It was a reload. That was okay. Here I'm a little bit more warmed up. Oh, I screwed that up. You see all those clumsy mouse movements? Because I was just kind of reoriented. So there's a kind of continuous movement that I want. Oh,
Yeah.
I really bit it that
Much
time.
more echo, much more lethal. I just walked into that. Let's see what this looks like. This leaves it, and I was exposed, and I took got stuck in furniture. Not a good thing.
Let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's right there.
Not good. So again, smoothness of motion, that's what I'm looking for. There was 3, 4, that was not necessary. Why couldn't that have been smoother? Every time I'm repositioning the mouse, I'm unable to respond to an action.
Where's this guy? Random time.
That was another... so I'm going to try to just smooth out my mouse motion, I think, in general. Okay, so I think that's the main takeaway I have from this. Giddy. How long has this been running? This has been going for 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's go look at this, the second video, which is under my new introspective gaming. See if this is any different. This was recorded at 7 to 20p 30, I think. It seems to be taking some time to
Should be seeing it soon. Should pop up.
move plus aim 2.
Pop, 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 pop. Okay, there we go. Secondly is to anticipate where the point of aim should be as I move around. And then thirdly, move and operate cleanly.
Move and operate cleanly.
See how messy this gets.
Let's drop the... So I'm expecting to have a lot more sloppiness to this. This is a larger space, more angles to cover. Dancing up and down. Lots of clattering noises. Let me turn the audio back up again here.
So I'm supposed to breach. Breaching is middle mouse button. Let's try this whole breaching thing. So if I breach, I'll throw one of these in there.
I did line up really
Actually
nicely on
worked.
that guy.
It's the first time I ever got that to work. Let's try it again. Can I breach through this wall?
Looking at again, I'm just seeing if I am seeing what it was like. Wasted mouse motion. Every time I hear the mouse clack on the floor. See,
blinded.
those two.
That was kind of fun. Oops.
Those easily a quarter,
I thought I saw someone
fifth of a second. So how do I turn this corner here? Her to reposition. There's another reposition, another reposition, another reposition. That could have been done in one continuous motion. Every time I reposition, I'm unable to aim.
Going down here.
The 90-degree turns are okay.
So
That was a reposition. Repositioned.
Oops. One's down here. Point of aim, nothing.
Another reposition.
Okay, that's the side I want.
Three. So I want to avoid those scrabbling reposition motions.
So we're going to breach that while we're going to throw a flashbang in.
I don't think that's a... Did I get anybody? No. Huh, that was actually not so bad. Although, like, rushing at them was not a good idea.
Somehow I didn't get killed, though. Oh, because it's easy. Baby mode.
Oh, it's easy mode.
That's why.
Alright, let's move forward. Let's see how I do in hard mode.
Resetting. Close enough. With more practice, I could probably be dialed in more.
Did I adjust my,
Reset this whole thing again.
At some point I think I adjusted my
With
settings.
more practice, I could probably be dialed in more. There was something I wanted to try also, which was to change the ADS
Oh, this is what I'm talking about.
sensitivity so it was exactly the same as I'm basically turning it off. Let's try that.
Okay, this is when I did
It's
this.
probably not the best time to do it. That would be under controls. It would be ADS. Should be 100%. So now, so the only advantage of this is that now ADS you have much more precise shooting.
Okay, I'm not making any sense there. So what I'm saying is ADS, aim down sights. Ordinarily the setting is set so when you're zoomed in or you're looking down the sights, the point of aim becomes much more precise. It doesn't spray out as much. And it also reduces the amount of travel that the gun barrel moves on how you move, on how far you move it. So ordinarily if you move the mouse like an inch to the right, you might move 20 degrees, let's say. But with the ADS 50% setting, then it would move like half that distance, like maybe 10 degrees, which allows you to be more accurate when you're shooting, aiming down sights. However, that also means that your motion, the dialed-in motion that you have, the natural flicking motion, is no longer the same. It's 50% of what it is when you are not running around without aiming down sights. And since you run around a lot, that might be an important... because you're switching between ADS and running around mode a lot. So you may not want to switch the sensitivity on the fly, even if it's an even 50%. You can probably learn it, but I'm not sure. So maybe the way to do it would be to just make them exactly the same. Because the main advantage of aiming down sights is you reduce the cone of spread for your shots to a much tighter circle. The additional accuracy probably is useful for zooming in scopes like sniper rifles. But I don't know, it may not be. If you have your mouse sensitivity low enough, maybe that doesn't make a difference.
dead.
38%. See, I wasn't used to it. I just moved a little bit farther.
Actually, not noticing any difference. Other than my aim is a little bit bad.
A little slow on that. Hear all the clonking of the mouse?
I'm probably not going to survive this, but...
Not so much clonking. I'm not doing any recoil control. See how this turned? No, 2 clomps. That could have been 1 smooth motion with continuous aiming. Another again. So it's a bad habit I have. It's not gonna work. Oh, it did. A lot of like bad scrabbling. Why am I even refilling that? Okay, let's move ahead a little bit. So here's a good situation of the ADS matching, the sensitivity matching. That's not a bad headshot. That was pretty fast. Alright, I think I've learned all I need to. Let's
There's a guy over here.
I miss all those shots.
Terrible.
I know there's one in there, which is not exactly fair. Not sure what I'm missing. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm putting the headshot where the diamond is. The guy wasn't blended at all. Smoothness. The reaction time might be okay. It's just like the aiming and the turning aren't good. Is that gonna work? No, the guy was like shielded from it. I took a lot of damage there. I shot center of mass. Someone's shooting at me from the top. Very clumsy feeling movement. So I want to just smooth everything out. I think I need to lower the sensitivity of this. Someone's behind there somewhere. These are my bookshelves. I should get something like that for my house.
Focus on the point of aim.
Yes, focus on the point of aim. Oh, don't go in that way. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That was a terrible turn. There are a lot of clanking, clomping noises. I get killed by regular players. Clomp, clomp. Ooh, bad, 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 bad. Should be able to shoot through that.
I miss his heads all the times.
Yeah, how am I missing his head?
Somehow I survived.
Wasn't there. Can't help.
That was weird. Wasn't clean.
Hostiles approaching. It's kind of weird to watch myself watching myself play.
Oh, I flashed myself.
That was weird. I guess that wall doesn't.
I got flashed again. Not good.
All right.
Oh well.
Let me turn this. Oops. Let's stop this thing. So I don't know. If I'm going to write down some stuff, what would I say? I want to remove or less lifting of the mouse when I'm doing big turns, because while I'm lifting, I can't aim. Overall smoothness is the goal, while maintaining point of gaze equals point of aim awareness constantly. I think we also want to reduce mouse sensitivity again if we're going to be using what is it? Point of aim, using ADS goes 100% of hip fire mouse sensitivity. In fact, I might actually want to change my mouse settings overall. Let's try that. Oops. Mouse. My mouse settings. I have my pointer speed set to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's set it to 2. No, wait, is that what I want to do? No, we want to set it's 4 now. And I want to go to my razor settings. And I have this already set fairly low, I think. Lift off range, lighting, performance. It's set to 700 DPI. I only have 2 stages and they're set exactly the same because I don't want them to change. Let's change this to 400. 400. And then that for this one, we'll have to bump up the sensitivity to maybe that. And so this should allow me to change Rainbow 6 itself, so I can get a little bit more control over the granularity of the in-game sensitivity. Let's make sure I just did that right. Pointers are set to that's average 400 DPI, which is like that is like an old school mouse DPI. A lot of people don't realize that when their Windows DPI settings have not kept pace with mouse sensitivities. So a mouse I can do like 4,000 DPI. Back in the day when a mouse would do 100 DPI, you get dropping it so you don't have to jump to clench your fists so tight when you're doing mouse precision mouse movements. So, okay, that's it for today. Now that we're dialed in, I will try tomorrow or later. I'll try another session and see if this makes a difference. Bye.